Welcome back. Well, the White House urging Democrats, pick your verb, pleading with Democrats, lecturing Democrats, asking Democrats to tone down the dangerous rhetoric as ICE agents continue to face attacks. But Democrat senators like Cory Booker and Alex Padilla are doubling down with a bill requiring agents to take off their masks during immigration enforcement. The masked nature of ICE immigration agents has played into their narrative, their dystopian tale of a modern-day American Handmaid's Tale. But that, right now, is not the reality in America, as we see attacks on ICE agents predicate the need for many to cover up their face. I mentioned Senator Padilla. You remember him from this political stunt?
Hands up, hands up. I'm Senator Alex Padilla. I have questions for the secretary because the fact of the matter is a half a dozen violent criminals that you're rotating on your hands off.
And while some Democrats are taking aggressive action, others are calling for aggressive oversight.
We need aggressive oversight as it relates to the overly aggressive behavior that we've seen, from ICE, from the Department of Homeland Security. It's not what the American people actually, in my view, voted for.
Yeah.
Donald Trump and Republicans promised to go after violent felons, but instead they're going after law-abiding immigrant families. And in fact, in some cases, deporting American citizens and children, some with cancer.
That hyperbolic rhetoric from the House Minority Leader is warped. Warped is an accurate description of Hakeem Jeffries and his photoshopping skills, which you can clearly see in the latest post over the 4th of July weekend there. Take a close look at the photo. See the bench that he's leaning against? Those panels, warped. Something that can only be done through Photoshop by someone looking to make themselves a little bit slimmer in their presentation. While Democrats are warped in their rhetoric, we're seeing a big jump in violence toward federal agents. In less than a week, there have been 2 ambush attacks on ICE facilities in Texas. In Alvarado, 10 suspects have been charged with attempted murder, and the final suspect is still at large. Officials say they opened fire outside of a detention center. One officer was shot in the neck. Officials believe the suspects attempted to lure ICE agents by shooting fireworks and vandalizing agents' vehicles. During the investigation, officials then found AR-style rifles. 20 to 30 rounds had been shot off from a parking lot across the street. A sniper was hidden in the woods as their cohorts shot these fireworks to lure out ICE agents. And they were arrested with propaganda like you see on your screen now that reads, "Resist fascism, fight oligarchy, and fight ICE terror with class war." Officials are saying the evidence suggests this whole thing was a planned ambush.
It was a planned ambush with the intent to kill ICE corrections officers. Make no mistake, this was not a so-called peaceful protest. It was indeed an ambush.
Investigators also found 12 sets of body armor and 2-way radios. So here to react is acting ICE enforcement and removal operations Dallas Field Office Director Josh Johnson. Director, thanks for being with us here today. I should say at the outset, the Alvarado police officer that was shot has been released from the hospital, and he seems to be in good condition at the moment. But you had this play out over the holiday weekend on the 4th of July. Tell me how this occurred and your thoughts as this was taking place just in neighboring south of Fort Worth.
Yeah, so thanks for having me today. On Friday evening, after celebrating fireworks on the 4th of July, got a phone call that I needed to report to the Prairie Land Detention Center, and an officer had been shot in the neck. And so we responded down there, and unfortunate situation with the amount of rhetoric going on with fireworks being shot at the facility, drawing employees outside the facility, and then Alvarado police officer was shot in the neck.
You talk about the rhetoric. You mentioned that almost in passing right there, the amount of rhetoric going on. What are the conditions right now that you're operating under as the director of the Dallas ICE field office? I'm curious, did this come as a shock, as a surprise to you? Are you operating under a heightened environment of alert as we speak?
Absolutely. We're seeing a 700% increase in assaults on staff. And as you see some of these images, they're playing Ice Pig and some of the other traitor and bigot that was sprayed on the employees' vehicles, the damage to the facility. I mean, this is completely unacceptable and outside of what I think any of us are accustomed to or should have to tolerate.
And look, I don't think this particular story and the details around it can be easily overlooked or moved on from. This is, by very good fortune, not a tragedy we're talking about today at a pretty large scale. You've got a dozen people in what appears to be a coordinated attempt to lure ICE agents out. And it appears, tell me if the details are correct, 2 shooters poised to take down ICE agents as they came out of the building.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a coordinated group. They had body armor, two-way radios, and they were not messing around with long guns. Several different types of firearms were recovered at the scene, and unfortunately, an officer was shot in the neck. So this is not a protest. This was an ambush.
And at this point, and I don't presume that ICE is conducting the investigation, but any sense yet at the level of planning for something like this? Were there others behind the scenes? I know one's still at large, but more than we already know in terms of putting this together?
Right now, the investigation is ongoing. The FBI is continuing to execute search warrants in the area, and we hope to make additional arrests. You're seeing some of the propaganda that some of the people were in possession of. One individual was arrested for obstruction, trying to remove evidence. So I'm confident that the FBI will continue their investigation and other arrests will be made.
All right. Well, we're grateful that your officers were not hurt, and we appreciate you joining us today to shed some light on what ended up to be an almost completely tragic situation over there in Alvarado. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, it's Will Cain. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Cain podcast for full episodes right now.